Hi guys, hope you're doing really well today. Obviously, I am super overexposed for some reason, so we're just going to roll with it. We're looking at gold as always. On the hourly time frame, gold continued to set new higher highs and then smashed right into that resistance. So we were talking about 1326.30. So where does that come from? If you have been following along, there is a resistance at this level from way back in May when we hit 1325.92. We pulled back from that and we started a very, very long trend to the downside. Slowly have been recovering. Got an EQ last week or earlier in the month rather. We broke down, hit our EMA 26, and we bounced right up, smacking into that resistance. So what does that mean for us in the short term? Well, let's go do a quick analysis on the hourly time frame. So let's point out some key levels in the hourly time frame. We had our hourly uptrend was intact. We had that 1317 low. We had a new high, a new low, a new high, a new low, and now we have broken our hourly support. So the hourly level that we are looking at here is at 1318.30. We came down in the last couple hours and we broke right through that level. Initially, we bounced off of it by about 50 cents. We come back, retested it, and it's now failed. So if we go to our 5-minute time frame, we're probably coming up to retest it now as a resistance. So on the 5-minute time frame, this is actually a bear flag. It may look better on the 15, and it does a little bit. So we can expect a couple more candles. If we don't get back above this resistance, this bear flag should play out. And that is going to take us into the next support, which is going to be the 4-hour time frame. So let's go ahead and mark out the 4-hour higher low that we're currently looking at, 1317. So if we lose 1317, there's no 4-hour support to 1308. And then after that, 1297. And that's sort of how we play these things. We have our hourly supports, our 4 hours. Once our 4-hour trend change goes to the downside, because it's still currently an uptrend until we set a low below this 1317. If the 4-hour trend change goes bearish, then we look to the daily. If daily goes bearish, we look to the weekly. And then we sort of cascade these time frames together. And we use them all harmoniously to try and determine what we're going to do in the short term. So short-term trading from the hourly time frame, we break 1317, 1308, and all those supports that I talked about just moments ago are going to be very critical. If we manage to keep this 4-hour uptrend, when we're going to come back up, try to set a new hourly uptrend and retake some key levels here. And we're going to need to see a high above our current high, 1321.85, and then a new higher low, higher high, and slowly march back up and try to retest 1326. If 1326 goes bullish, that's fantastic. Look for a back test. Look for a continuation of whatever trends got you into that position, be it an hourly uptrend or a 4-hour uptrend, and watch for a break of those. Those are going to be your signal. And those cascading reversals from time frame to time frame to time frame are what you're going to use for your trading right now. So 2 scenarios. We break bullish after, I hope, at least a few days of rest for the bulls. Get above 1326. Our new resistance is going to be 1326.30. And then in the opposite direction, if we lose the 4-hour uptrend and we break 1317, our next supports are 1308, the low of this candlestick. What are we? 1297.40. And then way down here, 1278.59. So quite a bit of work to get down there. A lot of decision making going to be happening right now. Probably within the next, let's see here. There's our bear flag. Our next hour or two is going to confirm whether or not this is bear flag. Now, I apologize. This is my second take on this video. And I know in one of them I talked about this current setup being a 5-minute and 15-minute bear flag, which it is. So we've got our big flagpole. We've got our flag consolidating here up against EMA 12. A bear flag would tell us that we're going to come very close to testing 1317. And with the momentum that we've seen in this drop and in this consolidation, a break of 1317 is not going to be very far off. On the 15-minute time frame, you can see that we've got a tightening range, a couple inside bars that you can play. If you manage to catch this in time and you're in the right trading situation to capitalize on that sort of stuff, I encourage you to take a look at those levels. But that's it for today. We're going to get into looking at 2-minute time frames if I keep talking about this, which I love to do. But for the purposes of this video, it will not be useful for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you managed to get some good trades up into that 1326. And I hope that the bull rally continues for you guys. But if not, you got to be prepared for every direction. That's what we do here. We try to look unbiasedly as possible and everything. And if we lose 1317, your 4-hour uptrend is changed and you really need to start reconsidering your long positions. Anyway, that's it. Have a good night.